Hey there, Leo, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your weekly reading. This is going to be a reading for the week of January 17th through January 23rd, 2022. We're going to take a look at your past, present, and near future energies, as well as any energies the universe wants you to keep in mind this week. Also, Leo, please remember if someone is strongly energetically connected to you, they may show up in your reading, so take the energies as they resonate. They could be reversed between you and your person. Recent past, current, there you are, near future. Okay, Leo, the main energy for your reading this week is the Knight of Wands. There's some passion going on here. There's something that you feel very, very called to do, very, almost like there's a fire inside you burning and you're like, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. So I'm very interested to see what that's all about. Now, in your recent past, Leo, you get the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Cups, and the Moon. Something is changing here for you. There's some good change coming in for you here in the recent past. I feel like there was a sense of unhappiness or lack of content when it came to someone or something, but that's changing. However, with the Moon showing up here, I don't feel like you see it quite yet. I don't feel like you realize how significant this change is going to be, or you may not even realize that this change is coming in the recent past, but energetically, it definitely is. In the current situation, excuse me, you get the Knight of Swords, the Chariot, and the Three of Pentacles. That's what this change is. The change that's coming in, and it's coming in very quickly in the current situation, you and this person coming together to work on things. It's showing up more as a friendship right now, but for me as a reader, the Three of Pentacles is like, hey, we're friends, but there's a lot more underneath. There's like an iceberg underneath. We just have to like chip away. We have to rebuild that foundation in order to get to the love, to get to the feelings, to get to all the good stuff, okay? But either way, I see this happening very quickly, and it's showing up as you being very, very determined to make it happen. With the Knight of Swords, it's like hell or high water, like I'm making this happen. This is working out how I want it to. So very cool energy. In the near future, you get the Strength, which is your card, so you are showing up in your power, the Four of Swords, and the Five of Wands. There's a conflict here that's healed in the near future. Energetically, there is a conflict which needs to be healed, and I see it being healed. Now, this could be a conflict within yourself where you're like, oh, I don't know what to do about something. I'm not sure how to approach a situation. But I feel like it's more so a disagreement or a conflict or a fight between you and somebody else. Let's clarify. I want to start off, Leo, by clarifying the Knight of Wands, which is the main energy for your reading this week. Knight of Wands is clarified by the Magician, the Page of Cups, the Seven of Swords. What you're showing me here, Leo, as the main energy for your reading is that you're manifesting. You're manifesting opening up. Now, it could be that you're manifesting yourself opening up and being open to someone, but I feel like it's more so you're manifesting somebody opening up to you, expressing how they feel to you, or at least being emotionally open to hearing you out. The problem is, though, with the Seven of Swords is that what you're doing on the surface is giving up. So energetically, you're like, man, I want this. Man, I want this person to open up. I want them to express how they feel. But on the surface, you're like, this isn't going to happen. There's no way. Forget it. I'm just going to give up. I'm just going to give up. Now, again, I say you, Leo, because this is your reading, but this could very well be your person. So take the energies as they resonate. Let's start off by clarifying your recent past. I'm going to start off with the Wheel of Fortune for you in the recent past. Well, that's some positive change right there. Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Empress, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. Change is coming, and it's coming within you. I feel like you are stepping into an energy of really nurturing yourself, focusing on yourself, working on yourself, and all that work is bringing in a lot of emotional fulfillment for you, a lot of emotional balance. I'm not quite sure why you feel the need to work on yourself, right? I feel like that has to do with your distant past, but either way here in the recent past, I see you really stepping into an energy of growth, development, evolving, and it's all coming from an energy of you putting in the work to focus on you. And it's almost like Spirit is also guiding you. Like you were meant to go through this phase in the recent past to reach this place of emotional balance and emotional fulfillment. Let's clarify this Four of Cups for you in the recent past. See what you were unhappy or uninterested in. Interesting. You just got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Four of Cups was clarified by the King of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Wheel. That's why you were working on yourself. There was a situation between you and somebody else. You may have been dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or somebody that has a lot of water in their chart. You were unhappy with how things were between you and this person, and you realized that in order to get to a place where you could be content with, without this person, whatever, right? Independent of this person, in order to source your own happiness, you had to go within and really work on yourself. And that's why you were putting in the work in the recent past. Because something about this situation with this person made you unhappy. And you're like, you know what? I don't want to have my happiness rely on anybody else. I want to be able to be happy independent of my external circumstances. And that's why that energy of I need to focus on me and really help myself grow came in. Let's take a look at your moon in the recent past. The moon is clarified by the Page of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Death card. This is really interesting because what I see here is you, at least on the surface, are emotionally detached from something. Something here is coming to an end, or it came to an end, and you kind of just let it die out. I don't see any pain here. It's more so just like, okay, this is dying out. This needs to end, whatever it is. It could be a connection. It could be an aspect of a connection. I don't quite know what it is. We'll see when we clarify your current situation. But something here in the recent past was dying out, and you were just kind of letting it. You were standing by and just letting it. And it's because I feel like deep down, you knew that this ending, this whole process would teach you something. You would realize something. And so it's kind of like, you know how, this is going to be a stupid example, but you know how like you look at the phoenix and the phoenix kind of dies out and you're like, oh, poor phoenix, it died. But you know that it's going to come back. You know that it's going to come back even stronger and more powerful. That's the energy that I'm getting here, where you're like, yeah, I need to emotionally detach from this. I'm not very emotionally invested anyway. This is dying out. I'm going to let it because I know that this is going to bring me an understanding about something. Interesting. Let's take a look at this Knight of Swords in your current situation. You got the Knight of Wands as the main energy for your reading, and you get the Knight of Swords opening up the current situation. So let's see what this Knight of Swords is about. Ooh, yes, love that. Knight of Swords is clarified by the Six of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and the Three of Wands. You're focused on you, Leo. You're really focused on you. You're very determined to make yourself feel happy, make yourself feel successful, right? Like nobody loves Leo the way Leo loves Leo, which is beautiful. And you're waiting for that energy of confusion to dissipate. I feel like, again, in the current situation, you are focused on yourself and you're feeling very, very good. And you're very determined to stay in this energy. But there is still some confusion tied up to a past situation with a person, possibly the situation that died out here, that you just kind of let it die out. There is some confusion, and I feel like you're waiting for that confusion to dissipate. Now, it's not that you're waiting and you're like, oh, maybe it will, maybe it won't. No, you know that it will. You just don't know exactly when it will dissipate. But you know that whatever you are confused about in the current situation, you're going to get the clarity you want eventually. You just don't know when that's going to happen. Let's take a look at the Chariot for you in the current situation. Some of you, again, like I said, maybe dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer showed up twice here. Okay, give me two more for the Chariot in the current situation for Leo. Interesting. You get the Four of Swords in the current situation, and you get it again in the same row in the near future. Beautiful. The Chariot is clarified by the Judgment, the Temperance, and the Four of Swords. You're healing. You're going through a very, very transformative period in the current situation, and there's a lot of healing going on, but it's almost, again, the example of the Phoenix keeps coming up for you, Leo, where it's like you are letting something die out. The Phoenix is dying out, but you know that it's going to come back bigger, better than ever. And in the current situation, you are being guided by the universe, by spirit, to heal, to take some time out, to really let yourself have your moment and just let yourself come to the understanding, come to the realizations. Just you're letting the energies flow. And these are very, very powerful energies that you're dealing with in the current situation. And it's all coming at you very, very quickly, but you're dealing with it so beautifully. There's no pain, there's no confusion, there's no anxiety. It's just like, yeah, I can handle all these beautiful transformative energies because I know that I'm the Phoenix. I know that I'm coming back better than ever. Wow. Let's take a look at the Three of Pentacles for you in the current situation because there is somebody showing up working with you here. Some of you may be dealing with a Taurus. It's shown up twice here for you as well. Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Hierophant, the Five of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. There is a separation between you and somebody here and a breakup. Some of you may have been married. For some of you, it may have been one of those really intense relationships that feels like a marriage, where you're like, we're not married, but we might as well damn be because this is practically a marriage. I see you and this person coming back together to work on things. And it's really interesting because you're showing up very guarded here. You're showing up very defensive. Like, okay, yes, I know what we had. I know what we can have. But, you know, you need to stay back a little bit. You stay over there. I'm going to stay over here until I'm ready to have you come to my side. I don't feel like this is deterring this person at all because you're both coming in with an energy of let's rebuild that foundation. Let's make this happen. Let's work on things. But you are showing up a little bit defensive. I'm not picking up this person's energy. I feel like they're coming in with, I want to make this happen. I want to do this. And you're just kind of like, you know, yes, cool, but stay back. Which is fine. I mean, hey, you're the one that went through this transformative process. You know what energies you want to allow into your space and how much of them you want. Let's take a peek at your near future. I'm going to start off by clarifying the Strength card, which is your card, you showing up in your power, in your full Leo glory in the near future. The Strength card, wow, okay, look. You get the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I'm gonna explain in a minute why this is so important. For the Strength card, you get the Moon, the King of Cups, and the Tower. You don't see this love creeping in. You're defensive in the current situation. And in the near future, you don't see this love that you have for this person and that they have for you coming in. It's going to hit you like a ton of bricks. It's going to come out of nowhere where you're like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. You know, we're talking to each other, but no big deal. And then one day you're going to wake up and you're going to be like, holy shit, I love this person. I love them. And it's not a bad I love them because you get the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which is all about immense happiness. It's like you're going to wake up one day and realize this person makes me happy. This connection makes me happy. And it's going to come out of nowhere. It's going to be a very pleasant surprise for you, but you really don't see it coming with the Moon there. That's cute. Let's take a look at the Four of Swords for you in the near future. You got the Four of Swords in the current situation, tied up to a very transformative healing process for you. Aww. Leo. Aww. For the Four of Swords, you get the Two of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Two of Wands. This has been a long time coming. It's almost like you or this person, the both of you, have been waiting for this brand new beginning and this connection to come in. You and this person needed to go through your healing separately. Okay, that's why this is so transformative. You're going through the healing in the current situation, and I feel like your person is doing the same thing on their side. And remember how I said here you were waiting for something? It's not that you were waiting and hoping it would come. You knew it would come. You just didn't know when. This is what this is. You knew that after you healed, after you guys both worked on your issues, you would come back together and you would have a new passionate beginning with this person. Like, look at this. The Ace of Wands and the Two of Cups, like there is love here. And you knew this was coming. You knew this was coming in. You just didn't know when. And in the near future, once you guys have both healed, you've gone through healing and they've gone through healing, that's when that love is able to start back up, that to reignite that spark between you and them. Let's take a look at the Five of Wands in the near future between you. And I feel like this is conflict between you and your person that's going to get resolved. But let's see. It's been hard, yeah. It's been hard. Five of Wands is clarified by the Four of Pentacles, the Star, and the Ten of Wands. Whatever this conflict was between you and this person, whatever you guys couldn't see eye to eye on, I feel like it's because somebody here was a little bit too stubborn. They were holding on to their point of view, their desires, their decisions, and they wouldn't let it go. And all the other person wanted was just to heal this. And that's why it was a little bit of a difficult time between you and them at some point. But in the near future, despite the fact that it's hard, right? I don't see you or this person necessarily budging and just being like, okay, you know, this isn't a problem anymore. This isn't conflict. There is still conflict showing up here, but you're able to heal it. You're able to resolve it. You're able to get past it, even though it's a little bit hard, right? There are some bumpy times ahead when it comes to dealing with whatever this sore spot is between the two of you, but you guys are able to overcome it together. Very beautiful. Let's see what the universe wants you to keep in mind this week, Leo. I love your readings, man. Leo, you are one of my favorite signs to read for. Love it. I I saw the High Priestess as I was shuffling, but I was like, you know what? If it's meant to come out, it'll come out. From the universe, you get the Six of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Queen of Cups. Intuitively, you know that you love this person. And you know this person loves you too. You know, you guys can feel the energy flowing between the two of you. And I feel like now you guys are both entering a position of equal give and take, of equal contribution to this connection, to this relationship. So if in the past one of you was giving more, whether it was financially, emotionally, investing energetically in this connection, that's done. You guys are both coming together now from a very balanced place, from a very intuitively guided place, and you're allowing love to be the guiding force and not, you know, the mind, not ego, not drama, love. And love will always lead you to a very balanced, a very beautiful place. Love it, Leo. Let's close off your reading with an oracle card. See what you get from the universe. Emotions are running high, supermoon. Yeah, they definitely are between you and this person. As you guys both go through the healing in the current situation, the emotions just overflow in the near future. It's almost like when you guys come together in the current situation and there's that initial contact, that initial reigniting of you two communicating, seeing each other, whatever, even though you're defensive, it like opens the floodgates, and then the emotions are just, it's like an outpour of emotion. So beautiful. So Leo, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it resonated, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps me out. Thank you again for tuning in, Leo, and I'll see you here for your reading next week. Bye, Leo.